Good evening to those listeners. August 26, 2018, 10:33 p.m. and this is live. I'm going to just try to make this short, but please watch this and just, I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, so I checked where the moon was, and the moon is like way out of position again. So far out of position that it's unbelievable. All right, so watch. This is my video from 2:10 in the morning today. 2:10 in the morning, so it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. What are we at? 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.5, 20, 20 hours. 20 hours went by, right? I took this video last night at 2:10 a.m. Can you get that off there? All right. See the tower? That's where I go from. It's backwards, though. Anyway, this is backwards because everything's backwards on this stupid thing. No, this ain't very nice. But, gosh darn it, now it's going to make it look like it's opposite. Well, either way, it's way off. But I want to show you this is way off to the south. Darn it. All right, definitely go back to my video, and you will see it is way off to the south. What happened? It's way off to the south. Way, way, way off to the south. Now it's over to the north. And that's what I wanted to show you. And this should be worldwide news. This should be all plastered all over the news. This should be like worldwide news saying, hey, look at the moon. We're talking, my goodness, it was way over. I'm trying to, we're talking like 100 and something degrees difference in less than a day. Now watch this. Now I want you to go back and look at that video because this one looks like it's to the left side, which is where I'm going to show you now, but it's actually way over to the right side. All right, I'm going to go back again because some people might have just joined. Yeah, See, look, it looks like it's going forward when I'm actually rewinding it. See, I'm rewinding this. You see by the numbers going down? Okay, I think I went too far back, though. But there's the tower in the middle. And it's way over to the right, even though it'll show it's way over to the left. But all you got to do is go back to my video from 2:10 in the morning today. And there's no way it's traveling this far. This should be all over the news. Come on, hurry up and get there. See, look at how far over it is. Oh my God. What in the world? Now, remember, that's to the right, to the south. Now I'm going to show you it's way to the north, which is in the same direction. But it's, you can see it's opposite. I'm showing you, watch. Watch the numbers at the bottom. I'm going to get closer to it so you can see that everything's backwards. All right, ready? Watch. I'm rewinding it. See the numbers are getting smaller? 144, 140. So it's backwards. Now I'm fast forwarding. It looks like it's going backwards. So everything's backwards. But now I'm going to go outside and show you how far over it's starting to move, though, a little bit. There we go. Good. All right. First off, there's the tower. Oh, remember, everything's going to be backwards again. Well, that just goes to show you then. Now there's the blinking tower. Straight ahead. It'll take way too long to upload, so they won't be done until like tomorrow morning. I can't zoom either. But look at, see, it's to the right side, which was the same side. Whereas the opposite on the other one. Well, no, it looks opposite. But it's really to the left of this. Either way, it's way off. Because just 2:10 in the morning, it was way over there. Remember, because there's the side of the building. You can see it. And it can't be this way. If I can prove it, because if it was, you'd see this light. So this should be total enough proof to show in the world that this is way off. Way big time off. Way big time off. And I wish I had better internet so I could hurry up and upload those videos, because everything looks backwards on this thing. I'm just going to get off of this now. And then I'm back and see what the comments are. But this should be worldwide news. There should be, I mean, obviously no one's going to say nothing, but this should cause a worldwide panic. The moon is, God, it's going to be 100 degrees off or more. It's on the opposite side. It's on the left side of the blinking lights. And just at 2:10, it was way to the south, way to the right side of the blinking light. And now it's to the left of the blinking light. So how could it change? How could it go all the way to the opposite side of the sky? And there's going to be, how do I get back over to you guys? Back here. But I mean, is that not enough proof for anybody? What else do we have to do? We are in a wall. We are in a tilt. I'm going to guess that there's going to be even more earthquakes, if not already happening. I haven't checked anything lately. And I'm really so on everything. Earlier today, I made that video where I thought I was doing pretty good. I'm going to get caught up in everything. Then I suddenly, right after, I can't sleep. And another thing, everybody. Come on. I've been having problems with this stupid thing. I've been getting sick all the time now, and I think there is something wrong with this apartment. And my couple friends came over tonight, and when they walked in, I didn't say nothing. They walked in and said, "Whoa, what's that smell?" And they said it smells like mold or mildew. And one of the people said that maybe in the carpet, maybe they had a toilet overflow or something where it soaked into the carpet and got underneath. Well, I'm going to have to go to the health department with this one because I'm sick and it sucks. All right, I'm waiting for this chat to come up. Come on, hurry. I want to know what people think. I mean, there's only 7 people here right now. But, wow. Is that not enough for... Very robotic. No, something's going on with my internet lately, too. It's really super slow. I'm not uploading nothing. I don't have, so there's no reason for it. I'm wondering if when it plays it back, I'm gonna play a show and see if it shows like it's normal. Because when I'm filming, yeah, I think it does do it normal. So okay, so everything's gonna look normal to the way it should, I guess. If it ever plays, does anybody not just can hear me? Can it's going? This should alarm anybody. This should be big red flags. I mean, oh my goodness. Nobody cares. I'm going to name the next couple videos. They're all over worldwide news. It is so slow. I don't get it. And right now, there's really no reason for it at all. No reason at all. Oh, I can't even get it to play. Terrible. Is this still sounding robotic? For because this should be worldwide news, people. And I'm not going to even try to upload these videos because it's going to take like 6 hours hours, longer than that because they're like 4 minutes each. Just gonna take like 8 hours to get both of those up. Is anybody not working? Is it? This. I guess loading. It did not even. I'm gonna be really mad if you couldn't even see nothing this whole time. Are you kidding me? Just help me. Did you see anything on this screwed up this whole time? If it is, then you should be very alarmed. And then maybe. What the heck? I'm going to be mad if I just did this and all you see is this, my logo. Huh. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? No, it can't be. It can't be. This is a blatant attempt to stop information from being shared. Okay, there it is. I see this now. It's a two of all things. I want to see if the video had too. So much for doing live. I thought, do easier and now can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Why is it there? What the heck? Help me. Are you guys there? Can you hear me? I can't even put any text in the chat here. What the heck is happening? Okay, now I see a couple people. There, come on, maybe. I still can't put in the chat. Okay, so I got, lo and behold, says I hear. When did you put that? I saw it at 10:46. Please respond because I don't know what's going on with this thing. This is really weird. All right, all I can say is if you joined late and you're at this point, please go back to the beginning of this video. Just watch the beginning parts where it shows the moon position. And once it gets to where I put this screen on here, then you don't have to watch that part. The part where I'm showing on the TV, 10:45. Okay, so it's a minute off. Now it's 10:47. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're close, at least, hopefully. All right, did anybody hear and see what happened in the beginning of this video? I'm going to recap. I'm going to recap what happened. All right, so I showed at the beginning of this, I showed my video from 10 to 10 in the morning today. It was almost 21 hours ago, something like that. And the moon was way to the south. I mean, way, way, way to the south. And then now, tonight, at what was it, an hour ago, or even a little bit sooner than that, but when I was even recording, way to the north suddenly. We're talking going over, I'm guessing over 100 degrees in less than one day. If that is not enough to this is proof the moon's not right, then I don't know what to tell you, because this is like the most proof I can go. It's like, wow, how can it be that much difference in less than 24 hours? And I've been showing you how the moon's been way out of position the last few days. I've been using the same marker, the same light that's flashing on that tower, and you can see it's way off. Way off. This should be worldwide news. It should be played all over all the worldwide news. But of course, I'll do it because of panic. But this has to show that we're in a tilt. We are in a tilt. And I'm thinking with the way this, maybe with the little movements of the moon in the last few days, 5 days, maybe these earthquakes are results of this. Let's see real quick. I don't know why it's so slow. It doesn't make any sense at all why it's doing this. Another one in Russia, Indonesia, another one in Russia. Nothing huge, but pretty moderate, if to high moderate, if anything. Peru. Wow. All right. Anybody that's joined late, please check out the beginning of this video. Just have to watch the first, 5 minutes maybe, and that's it. And you'll see that the moon is out of position. And I want people to go out and look for themselves. You can go out now if you can see the moon. Compare it to where it was yesterday. Compare it to where it was yesterday. And those people that are watching it every night, so you should be able to tell if it's way off or not. I mean, this is dramatic. It's really, really dramatic. And I don't see anybody chatting on here and replying here. Why? I don't know. Won't let me. I'm wondering if this thing is just freezing all the time. Oh, it's going to let me put an emoji in, though? It won't let me. It won't bring up the keyboard for me to type anything in. And this is worrying me. It's worrying me this isn't even working. I got a bad feeling this video did not work. And that should be another red flag. There's red flags everywhere. I'm going to end this because I can't. All right. Can you hear me? Can anybody out there hear me? Because I'm guessing I'm having technical difficulties. I want to say this, and I want everyone to hear this, because this could be big news. Stream is fine. Okay. I'm going to go through this again. Everybody can hear. Okay, good. All right. I did a video at 2:10. Did it just mess up again? Or can you still hear me? Could you? Now you can hear me now? They are screwing this up. This is really bad. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. At the beginning of this live show, I showed on one of my videos that I did. I did a video last night or this morning at 2:10 in the morning. At 2:10 in the morning, I did this video, and the position of the moon, and I always use that tower that has a light flashing on it as a landmark to look at. Gosh, it's terrible. Why? So I did the video and checked the position of the moon. The moon's way, way over to the south. Way, way, way over to the south. And talking 21 hours has gone by. Yeah, not even that. 21 hours have gone by, and now suddenly the moon is way to the north. The total opposite side of the light that's flashing. So I'm talking like 100 degrees or even more in less than one day. And that should be enough to give red flags that something is definitely wrong. We have to be in a tilt. Yes, it has to be Planet X pulling on it. What else could it be? 100 degrees or more. I think it's even more. I really do, because it was so far. Yes, the moon does look weird tonight. And I got some really strange footage, too, of the moon, but 4 to 5 minutes long videos, 2 of them, and then I did one really quick one after it to show the position again. And it's really crazy, weird plasma, weird stuff. It doesn't look like the moon at all. It's crazy looking. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is the position. Worldwide news. Yes, look at the moon. If you remember where the moon was last night, yesterday, you can see the big difference. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Everybody go out and look at the moon if you can. If it's, if they're not going to have clouds, and see where it is. And if you remember where it was yesterday or a couple days ago even, you can see the huge different position. It's huge. Use a landmark. Use something. You don't have to have a compass, because I don't trust compasses. I think they're manipulated somehow. And don't trust Google Map or Google whatever, Sky. I don't trust that. Do your own observation with your own eyes. You can use landmarks and see. Yeah, I took video, and it was blue, like the clouds were blue, and then suddenly they turned orange. And I'm like, and it kept switching back and forth. The color kept switching back and forth. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Yeah, I wish there was more people here to go outside and look at it. Because, my God, it's way off. Where the heck is it now? Oh, now I got to go out and look. Oh my God. I can't get outside. It's went up quite a bit, up higher in the sky. I don't know how far it's gone up. Now I have to, but we got to look, see where it's at. It's moving. It's moving. I don't know. I'm telling you, this isn't right. Way too much rays. See, I'm looking at it, and it's to the left. It's to the left of my point that I had. And about 4 or 5 days ago, it was directly over. Thank you. Lower than usual. I don't know about the height, but I'm just saying the position of it. If you look at my videos, in the last 5, I think it's 5 days, maybe 4 days. The first day, and I can look that up. I can look it up. Let's look it up. As long as it doesn't take forever. You can see the first day, the moon comes up directly over. It's like perfectly directly over that blinking light, and then it moving to south, to the right of my the screen, And then like 10 in the morning, it was way over to the right, like 90 degrees, well, maybe not 90, 70 degrees over to the south. And now it's, it started out, it was probably 20 degrees to the north. Well, maybe it's like 90 degrees off, something like that. But I mean, it's like 100 degrees off. I'm hoping this doesn't take forever. But I haven't to do. I got to watch part of Miriam. Oh my goodness! I got to watch part of Exalted Time, who's on here right here, that video, and I've got to parts where the iPad and I don't know, man. There's some strange stuff, and I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna say about because there's some more stuff. I've been so just on, and now this. Come on. This is really super slow. It's terrible. I don't know. It's like I have no internet speed now. It's like super, super slow. It used to be slow. Now it's like super, super slow. Kidding there, kind of. Come on. I waste time. I hate it. Come on. What? They demonetized it again? The mass shooting in Jacksonville. They started out before I published it. It was demonetized. I asked for a review, and then they monetized it, and now they demonetized it again. And now it says it's confirmed, even though they monetized it. So they changed their mind again. All right, sorry. All right, so 23rd, was that what day I was looking at? Yes, I think it was. 23rd. So what's today? So it's been not even 4 days. No, it's 3 days. Because, 3 days? No, okay, here it was. So 4 days. I was right, 4 days. All right. So this first one here, I should bother into it because it's probably just going to take forever. But the first one, I believe, shows right above the Leon moved. And I mean, it moved at least 70 degrees to the south. And then suddenly now, I mean, 4 days that went by, it went from all the way in the south all the way to the north part of the sky. And that should be impossible unless there's some weird thing that someone's going to come up with, some weird explanation for now suddenly, oh yeah, that's normal. I'd really like to hear it though. I don't know if I should try to fast forward this or let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. Come on, just let it go. All right, see, right above it. That's where the tower is, and that's where the flashing is. Where's the flashing light? I don't see it. Just hold on. But it's like right above that tower. How come I can't see something? But that's where it is. Can you see it flashing? See it flashing in this one. But anyway, there's. I'm gonna go to the maybe it gets a little dark. All right. I don't know if maybe I should enlarge it. Can't see it. That's where the tower is, right there, directly there. And that's where I was showing. Oh, I was way over there a few weeks ago. And then all the last few days it went to south instead. All right, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys saw the blinking light. The next video will show. Oh man, come on. Why load the whole thing up again? All right, so then what happened? Look, the moon was off again. That was the 23rd. Was that the, yeah, 22nd was the first one. All right, so here's one. I hope this does. I don't want you guys to lose interest. Please bear with me so I can show that the moon is way. I don't know if I should have went forward that far. Come on. Oh no. And I'm glad a lot of people are noticing. Not too far. So slow. All right, right there. Now look at how far over it is to the south. I thought it was like 20 degrees. I think it's a little more than that even. Okay. And this will show you too. We're here from the beginning on that video. If you watch the beginning, it looks backwards to me when I'm filming it. When you film it, it looks like it's backwards. But to you, it probably looks right. So hopefully, but here I'll show it again. And this is the one that was from 2:10 in the morning today, if it ever hurries. All right, see, is the moon where it's supposed to be because it was like wow, it was way to the south. Past a little bit of the intro, so. Come on. Come on. Hurry. All right, see the tower? Where's the tower? There's the tower blinking. All right, now watch where it's at. Tower's blinking. Way over. Come on. I don't want to mess with it. Fast forward it. Oh, come on. So annoying. All right, tower's there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Come on, hurry up, pan over so I can show. All right, see where the tower is. And now look at how far difference it is. Come on, go over there for goodness sakes. What happened? All right, so here's the tower. Way over there. And way over here to the south, way over is the moon. Way 20 degrees or more to the north. How? 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 Back on the floor again. Oh man, did I lose everybody again? Lower. On the south, watching for lesson 12. Oh man, now it's going on. I'm getting all the chat all at once. Come on now. 12, 14. Lower and southeast. See, why is it in the north for me then? South to the north and now back south. Thank you, Darren. There's a clear difference between middle and contours. Gosh darn it. And now we think it's always done that. We just haven't paid attention. So nobody paid attention all these thousands of years, and now we just decided to notice last year. Definitely, well, at least it's definitely off for people. That's what I want to get at. Oversaturation of light reflection. It's amazing, not natural and not normal. Seems too bright too. Guys might already know though. So other things going on. Yeah. Well, the moon embedded in the firmament, magnetic Earth field. Yes, possible. Unconscious. Have you been here for a while, or do you know what's going on here? Chat not working, right? Nothing's working. And the position of the moon is so far off, it's unbelievable. I'm saying, maybe a possible prediction is more earthquakes, more bigger earthquakes. If there's that much of a tilt, something's gonna happen. Something's happened. There's something going on because I got some video, and it takes me forever to upload them, so you won't be able to see them until tomorrow morning. There has to be a tilt that's been going on. I just want people to understand what's going on here. And you see these videos. I did the video at 2:10 in the morning, way south, way south, 70 to 90 degrees to the south. It was like directly south. And then now night it's way to the north, like 20 degrees to the north. Right. So maybe I don't, but why are they, if that's not the real moon, why would they purposely put up a holographic moon way out of position so we would notice? Well, then why is this in the news then? If we had proof that there's some weird holographic image in the sky in different positions way out of the normal moon positions, wouldn't that be on the news? I'm just saying something is going to happen. I'm going to start trying to be quick and urgent about videos I'm putting out, like with the videos. And in Exalted Lamb, I suggest you watch some of his stuff because he's predicting that it's a possibility that the Hawaii, the slope thing, can't think of it, could fall into the ocean as a tsunami, and maybe the event or one of the events. He thinks that's going to happen, and it's going to be the first event that starts a series of events. I think it just might be the first event, and then things will happen after. But I don't know if it's going to happen in succession or not, or if there's going to be a gap. I think there might be a gap. It's a clockwise shift. Well, it's going. Yeah, it's going. I guess it's going clockwise now. But a couple of weeks ago, it was going the opposite way. It was going counterclockwise then. And if you look back a few weeks ago in my videos, you'll see that it was way to the north, like 90 degrees the opposite way. I'm telling you, in a few weeks' time, it's gone total sides of the sky, entire, from the north part to the south part in a few weeks. And I never remember ever being taught, ever seeing on anything of where the moon is so far out of position. I always thought in a pretty much same position. You know, I know it moves a little bit here and there, but east, you know, east to west. Same with the sun, it's supposed to be east to west, not all over the place. If X is pulling, that could cause a pole shift. And if, you know, like all lava shifting, and like you're saying, yeah, and all the land shifting too, that still could be from a pulling of the planet X. Stars are stars for men's. To the underworld. I don't know. But again, this is getting me off doing other stuff. But this I thought was very important. I mean, I'm going to show it again in some of the videos you'll see tomorrow. You'll see tomorrow. Take my watch the video from 2:10 this morning. You know, less than 24 hours ago. And then wait for other videos to come out, and you'll see a huge difference. It's amazing, and we're talking in less than 1 day. Now I know the moon moves a little bit per day, but I know it doesn't move 100 degrees in 1 day. Less than 1 day. And right now there's the moon. Now the moon is like pretty close to almost directly over that spot. So it's moving way too far already. It's only supposed to move like 11 degrees in a day, but I'm saying it's already moved like 20 degrees in a few hours. Is anybody else seeing this? Please. What if our systems? You're saying the beings are planet-sized? There might be beings on it. One conscious, what are you saying? That you see the moon moving all over the place? North, south, all in a day? It's not supposed to. It's only supposed to move like 10, 11 degrees, I think. Wasn't it 11 degrees, 13 degrees, something like that, in a day? It's moved like 100 degrees in less than a day, and now it's moving back the opposite way, another 20 degrees in the last few hours. Moving back towards the south. I don't know. I'm just waiting for people to say, "Oh, it's normal." It's just normal. Google says, "Google this." Google Siri says this. Oh my God! Google Maps, Google Sky says this. So we have to believe it. No, look with your eyes. Map 3 worth of the moon. Okay, I hear it. Because this has happened before too. Back in November 3rd of last year, it moved like, I don't know, 40 degrees in 1 day. And I pointed out to people and showed people that work. The door turned directly 90 degrees straight down. It's towards the east where the moon is. And usually that's where you can see the moon. Every night I went to work, see the moon, plain as can be. This night I couldn't see it. It was way over towards the north. And I went inside and I said, "Hey, everybody, get outside right now." And everybody, "What's going on?" And I took everybody outside and I said, "Okay." And I turned them towards where you're supposed to look. And I said, "Look right there." And they said, "What? There's nothing there." I said, "Exactly." And then I had to pull them all the way around the building to show them the moon was way over there. And some people, they were just like, "Oh, it's normal," or they thought it was normal. But other people thought, yeah, it was unusual, but it's like it didn't affect them. Like, who cares? I guess I'm getting upset for nothing. Further. The backwards. What? The backwards are called epicycles. It's going on the halos. Around the halos. Not complaining. I just want people to understand what's going on here. This should be life-changing. This should be worldwide news. I've seen a lot of people say, yeah, it's way off. And then I get those other people, oh, it's just normal. Didn't you look up Google? It's on Google. Just look up Compass, Google Map, blah, 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 blah. Everything's normal. The frequencies are making the moon move all over the place. And we're doing it with the frequencies. We're moving the moon from one side of the sky to the other. I know what I'm doing now. I'm going to start praying. Do some more praying. Then I'm going to do some more praying. I don't know. No one's going to convince me that the moon moves all the way like that. And I've looked stuff up before, too. Before, it got all crazy. And it's only supposed to move 11 or 13 degrees per night. It's already moved 20 degrees in a couple hours. I don't know. I got to get back into watching everybody's videos and stuff. We got to start preparing. 2 full moons in 2 days. And I'm sorry, I don't trust Google. And how do you know that the AI isn't manipulating the information just to suit what they want you to think? The moon was only supposed to be totally full for 1 day. I know it looks full for like 3 days. I don't know, but that's what I thought. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't trust it. And yesterday it was weird because the moon rise was 7. That was 8:05 or something. So like 25 minutes went by, still wasn't out. And I know it had. I don't know. It was strange to me yesterday. I'm wondering if it was just so far out of position that I couldn't see it. And I started driving. Then I saw it like it was high up in the sky. I mean, high enough where we're cleaning the buildings that where I was at. But I can't say either way on that. And this is really slow. All I can is if you see this as I see it, need to prepare, and we just need to pray, get things right in our lives right. And there ain't no more time for arguing and trying to convince people that everything's normal, because it's not normal. Everything that's been happening, at least since the eclipse last year, has been crazy. Everywhere in the Pacific. There's typhoons, there's earthquakes, there's volcanoes, there's fires, there's floods. What happened? I'm going to get rid of this other YouTube. All right, I'm expecting some earthquakes soon. Boom, there's one in Russia. 5, not huge. There's going to be another big one. And I guess there was one earlier, so if you count the one that was in Iran, that was a 6.0. That was more than a day ago, though. So, well, when does the tilt happen? Maybe the tilt happened a day ago. I don't know. I mean, look where it was at 2:10 in the morning. And now it's 11:30 almost. So it's still been less than 24 hours. Oh, come on. I'll try to refresh it if this will happen. I didn't see any more spikes in the Schumann, just recent. I don't know. I'm gonna do 2.5 in grade 2. So just so you know, that's why there's only 49 earthquakes. I'm sure there's a lot more smaller ones. Look at the Schumann. And if anybody joined late, like even after the first 10 minutes passed, watch the very beginning. Don't worry about the rest of the video. Just watch the beginning. You can see there's a little spike. A thin spike. Oh. Why? Why can't you work with me? Why is it jumping everywhere? There's one little spike there. All right, so I don't know. Do what you want, but I'm calling on Jesus, calling on the Holy Spirit, armoring up with the full armor of God, and getting ready. I'm trying to do my best to do that. It's been a really struggle just trying to keep healthy myself. And I haven't had time to do these videos like I want to. But as much as you can, especially the next few nights, because that's when you'll be able to see it. You know, obviously it depends on weather too, but the moon position is just so wacky. Why I used one landmark, the one what happened in my chat? The blinking flashing light. Trying to go back on the chat level. You know, don't count on Google. Don't count on any app. That's the best way. Actually, turns into travels. Magically, the moon. It's just right, so we never see the dark side of the moon ever. I'm trying to skips everywhere. And now it skipped all the way to the beginning of the chat. Are you kidding me? Go through this. Yes. Got to pray. If you get anything out of this, pray and I already turned to Jesus Christ when I got awakened by the ME, the main event. I don't know what that is. Troopers with naked eyes. Wow. Northern Michigan. Go Lions. A lot of research. All right, well, can you just tell me? Because we don't have time to go through everything. Jeff, I haven't seen it yet either. I'm not living in fear. I'm trying people. That's what I'm worried about. And you know, a lot of people say, "Well, you know, I feel bad for the people that don't go." And I'm trying to help people understand that there's something wrong. And that's a question about Dark Side of the Moon. It seems funny. It doesn't seem right. If it rotate around perfectly, so we never see the dark side of the moon. You cannot see the dark side outside the firmament. Huh. Mandela effect. Sorry. Maybe it could be the Mandela effect, but is this just another distraction or other illusion to you know, by Satan to deceive you, to make you think something's wrong? You know, something else is going on. Is that more important than that? I don't know. Or maybe that's just another sign that they are manipulating information. You know, how can we remember something when we were, you know, kids or something? Like, to me, it's the Life cereal commercial. That's the one that gets me. And how can we remember something and suddenly now they've changed it? And Ghostbusters. Come on. Well, if the Mandela effect is real, then that means they are manipulating information. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I don't know, but to me, we got to do something. I don't know. All we can do is prepare, and that's all I'm going to try to do. I wish I didn't have to work a job, because jobs are another distraction from things too. I don't know. I mean, sure, that's a possibility for sure, but I don't know. Then why is some people see it and some people don't see it then? Wouldn't everybody have that same effect, and everybody would just think of the new effect that happened from the Mandela effect? I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. My soup's too hot. I'm done. I feel like every minute that goes by is wasted. And you shall believe a lie. Yeah, it's a delusion. But then I think almost everything is. And why do some people see through it and others can't? I should say, why does only a few see through it and most people are deceived? Yeah. And believe is strong to believe. Yes, exactly. It says that in the Bible. And that's what I think is going to happen. You know, everyone's going to believe whatever, you know, this, you know, whatever the news, Google, whoever, what it was saying, some things, everybody's going to believe it. And another thing too, there's like certain things, like, you know, like it's so obvious. And like, to me, you know, I remember watching the moon and stars and stuff. And I can't remember. I mean, maybe there was times here and there, but I do not remember there being a star next to the moon all the time. When did that start happening? And I'm sure someone will say, oh, it's been happening all the time. You just never noticed. Well, I think I would have noticed because I surely notice now. I don't know. I'm just getting mad at not at anybody. I'm just getting mad at the whole thing that, you know, that people can't see this. And it just baffles me. It just, I just don't get it. And no matter how I try to explain to people that I know, where it's to the right, more south of the light tower flashing. So it's moving even farther. So it's probably moved 40 degrees now. It can't do that. In just another hour, it moved another 10 degrees. You're supposed to do that in a day. No, the 2012 thing, I think that was when our son started dying. I really do. Wow. But if we died now, that can't happen because we couldn't have died. Then what happens then? We got to have a way to get to heaven. And what about the tribulation? If everybody's dead, then there is no tribulation or rapture. What are we doing then? How are we still living lives and working jobs if we're dead? Or are you saying that some people left here? Why are we stuck here then? What gave them the right to move on while we are stuck here? What am I getting myself into? I don't know. Yeah, too much stuff going on. Wonder Bread, the Bernstein Bears. That's another one of them. I do see as a Mandela effect. Wonder Bread. What's about Wonder Bread? Me is the Life cereal commercial with Mikey. Mikey likes it. That was one for me. And the Bernstein Bears. Yeah, the Bernstein Bears was another one. We are shifted into a parallel universe. Only you can unlock this belief. So in other words, if there's a Mandela effect, and then it's changed what was actually happened in the past, and then now you believe it. If you choose to believe it, is what you're saying. I don't know. This was gonna be like a really short video, just like 5 minutes. It never works out that way. Never does. Never. I should leave this table here all the time. I don't know. Hitler had brown eyes. Not that Hitler. I'm not sure about Hitler. Wait a minute. Didn't Hitler have blue eyes? I'm reading Joshua's comment. The moon was wrong. Is he saying the moon was wrong 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, or just now? What happened? The Mandela effect? But what about the moon? I don't know, but you know, if you don't know something or you're unsure of something, and then you say, oh, let's go to Google, you know, they'll tell you. But how do you know they're telling you what is the truth and what they want you to think is the truth? Wow. If Dynameds, if that's true, then I don't know. How would we ever know anything? Yeah, I heard there was a Mr. Rogers one. If you think you're through, you're through. If that was the case, I wouldn't be here right now. Jim Carrey? Oh, Carrey always had 2 R's. Seagal was with an A. No. See, I don't remember it that way. I don't remember it that way, but some people might. I don't know. I'm just trying to get healthy enough so I can actually do something. I might have to go back or something because I think I have a bad sinus infection. No smoking. Yeah, so that's the one I was talking about with the Ghostbusters, where the line is going through. Supposed to be going through from right to left diagonally, and now it's going left to right. I think that's what it's supposed to be. That one I remember. Infinite, yes. One Ghostbuster haven't changed. Ghostbusters, I remember it being one way, and now it's the other. Right. Yeah, I've seen it that way. And now it is different. So that is another one. There are a few of them that I was like, yeah, Mandela effect could be real because of that. But see, the thing is I don't know. Is that important? Knowing that there's a Mandela effect, does that help us in any way figure things out or get us to being closer to God? Life is like a box of chocolates. Yes. Life is like a box of chocolates with an S. I don't know. I want to get a lot of stuff done, but I keep feeling so crappy. I feel all I can do is go to bed, sleep. But then if I'm lying down, then I might be breathing in more crap that's in this apartment. All I can say is something's going to happen soon. Soon and very soon. It's going to be an event. And it's going to be more events. But the main one is the one that's going to be my wake-up call for sure. I mean, that means it's just going to. And my when the first event happens, even though it's not totally required, I'm getting rid of all electronic devices because, well, it's once the pole shift happens and then they're trying to round people up for the FEMA camps, they'll be using cell phones. Even if it's not on, they'll be able to track you. God knows your heart. Jesus knows your heart. He knows who you're praying to. Two thumbs down. I'm telling you right now, the moon is way out of position, acting different. It's acting different all the time. I have videos. Look, tomorrow morning I'm going to have a couple more videos out, and it'll show you the positions of the moon and compare it to the one I did at 2:10 today, and you'll see way the difference, how far off it is. And unless the moon can travel to 100 or over 100 degrees in one night, and if that's normal, then I guess it's normal. But I mean, to me, I've never seen the moon move across the sky in one day, from the south side to the north side in one day. Never. This is what it's about, is the moon. I mean, sure, we get the sun too, and we get stars. I didn't even pay attention to Mars tonight. Mars was over there too, but yeah, I've seen the Looney Tunes thing. Looney Tunes was that's when I think the problems start. It's when you can't remember. Was it this or was it that? Looney Tunes. Well, my explanation, or at least what I think was happening, it has to be Planet X is getting closer and is pulling Earth in a certain direction. So that's why the moon is appearing to be in a different part of the sky. I usually get when I see the blue purplish, and it looks like there's all these little dots in it. Weird. I also found the patent certificate of John Deere being John Deere. What? John Deere's always had the E. Here's another thing. The moon. We're seeing the moon in the daytime all the time now. I don't remember seeing the moon during the day, just a few select times in my life. Sure, I'm sure it's happened a few times, but I've seen it in the daytime just in the last year more than I have in my entire lifetime. And we're talking over 50 years. It has to be. What else could it be? Why would the moon be suddenly in a different part of the sky? Proven to be hollow. Like a Death Star? I've seen lots of videos about that. And I've seen like some really weird comparisons too, like the Death Star to the moon, how it looks in certain phases and stuff. Wow. I don't know. There's I do want you guys to check something out about the two witnesses. And I want to on the Revelation. I really do. I just have the time, unless you want to do it right now. But what was I doing? Oh my God. I don't feel good. I'm hot. See, it's weird. Sometimes my mind will just go blank. Sometimes I wonder, how did that happen? Like somebody's trying to block my thought pattern. I don't know. But what was I saying? Darn it. So what I was trying to say. Yeah, see, that's another thing too. You see the sun and the moon out at the same time, and you shouldn't be able to, because even if the moon is around the sun at the same time, you wouldn't see it. It would look like invisible. You wouldn't see it. But now, for some reason, now we can see the moon during the day. Oops. I don't know. I just want people to know that there's something wrong with the moon. Definitely something wrong with the sun. Definitely something wrong with these stars that they're saying are planets. I don't know. I feel like I don't feel good. I'm surprised no one's saying it's the frequencies coming from the Wi-Fi. I'm really just thinking it's the apartment. When my friends came over, they was like, "Whoa, they smell something right away." I don't know. It's just a weird smell. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. But one of the friends suggested maybe. It was weird too, because I remember now that when I first moved in, my mom was like, "Oh, the carpets are all wet," and we just thought, they steam cleaned. But then she was like, "Well, where's all the track marks?" You couldn't see no track marks, like from the steam cleaner. And it was wet, and it's to me it still feels not wet, but I don't know. But the friend suggested that maybe there was some kind of a flood or something. Maybe something overflowed and soaked the carpet, and then it got moldy underneath. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, my health got a little bit better when they fixed the sink part, but I can breathe at least now. I don't have breathing problems anymore. I mean, I do a little, but nothing, that was so dramatic as it was before. Yeah, it feels like I can't do anything. I don't know. It sucks because I just feel like we don't have much time, and a day goes by and I don't get to put out a certain video or something. It's too late. I really feel like we're down to days. I mean, it could happen any day. I'm not saying, everything is going to be over with in days, but I think the first event could happen any day. Well, this doesn't smell like roses. It's off. It is a weird smell. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't smell bad, It just smells wrong. It doesn't smell, something's wrong. And I don't know what it is, and I'm kind of getting used to it. But, you know, I'm constantly sick. And another thing that's been happening, and somebody commented about it, and I never thought about it this way, but I'm thinking maybe there is something to this. In the last, I guess it's been 2 weeks now. In the last 2 weeks, I've lost feeling. No, it doesn't taste like metal. I've had 2 fingers on my right hand, my pinky finger and my ring finger have gone numb, and I can't feel the tips. And it goes up to like the first knuckle part, and then I can feel, you know, like a little bit of numbness farther all the way through the fingers. But the main part is that there's no, I can just barely feel anything in the tips. And the whole finger I can feel is numb, but not as numb. And now it's starting to spread to the middle finger a little bit, just a little. And then I've also had, I know, that's what I'm saying, mold. They've already found mold in here under the sink, and they've cleaned it supposedly. And I thought it was something. I thought there was mold in the air conditioner unit, and it was going through the vents. That's what made sense to me because I was breathing it in. But after the sink got fixed, I got better. At least, you know, the breathing part, numb. It's like numb, and it's constantly numb. Yeah, all the time for two weeks straight now. And my toes too. It was started when all my toes in the left foot, and now it's on the right too, but not as much. And the right one comes and goes, but the left one's like there all the time. And like when I put pressure on it, it feels funny. Yes. So that's what I'm thinking it's something about mold. Now, somebody commented that, and they didn't know anything about my problems, about mold at least. I just said that, you know, I had loss of feeling, and then she said, "Oh, that's funny you mentioned that. That happened to me too. I lost my sensations in all my extremities and found out I was exposed to mold." And I was like, whoa, I never thought about mold causing that. And then I remember back in 2013, when me and my ex separated, we used to live out in a trailer. And when we moved, we had this swamp cooler where we stored everything, and it was moldy. It was terrible. And I was in there for, you know, hours and hours on end, exposed to this. And right after that happened, I got really sick for like 9 months, and I was constantly, it sounded like I was always talking really low, even though it was like I was sick, but I wasn't sick. And I remember this lump getting in my throat, and it's still there now, and it's bigger than it was. And then after that, a few months later, then I had all this numbness. And I mean, almost my entire left side was numb all the time. And I went to so many doctors, nobody could figure anything out. A year and a half, and then one day it was just gone, just like that. And but this is what this reminds me of now, though. And when I was in Killa, when I was in Colorado, I don't know if you've been around long enough. In January, I had some really. Yes, I know mold is dangerous. That's why I'm going to get the health department in here. Lemon water. What was I saying about something else? Oh, the directed energy thing. There was this 2-week period in January when I was in Colorado when all of a sudden, I mean, it was weird because I was sitting down watching TV, not thinking about nothing, just watching TV. And all of a sudden, boom, my blood pressure spiked. I felt really, really super hot. And my heart rate went super high and couldn't figure out what was going on. And it literally felt like I was having a heart attack because my heart was beating so fast. I actually had it one time where it was 213 over 150 and my heart rate was 165. And I was just sitting there doing nothing. And then it kept happening. So every couple of days it would happen for a couple of weeks. and I thought I was exposed to something, that I breathed something in. The first day that smelled like burnt metal, not burning metal, burnt, like it was already burnt, like it was already burning for a while and then burnt. January. They never found out right. And the doctor, this went on for a long time, for 9 months. And the doctor, he said, we've spent over $1 million on you trying to figure out what's wrong with you. I don't believe it. I don't think it spent that much money, but I was in the hospital like in the clinic with the doctor like 5 days out of every 7 days. No, it's not stress. I was, if you want to go back to January before it happened, everything was working great in my life. There was nothing going wrong at all. Everything was great. It's not stress. And I've had stress, believe me. I can tell you stories about that. And believe me, that was not stress. And there was nothing going on, though. Oh. Now, see, I thought it might have been something I thought I was being exposed to like chemicals like from fracking. That's what I thought it was. And that's the only logical thing. And there was a lot of other people too. And the fourth time I went to the hospital, and the paramedics, they saw my blood pressure sky high, and they knew that I wasn't, freaking out about it. I was calm. You should have saw it. I was so calm. I was breathing nice and slow, but everything else was going crazy. And when they took me to the hospital, they put me in a room, and an hour and a half went by, and somebody comes in and says, the doctor refuses to see you until after you do a psych evaluation test. So after all that was done, I went through that for an hour to see the doctor, and the conclusion they came to, the diagnosis they came up with was I was purposely making my heart beat fast so I could commit suicide. And I was like, are you kidding me? For one, I would never commit suicide. I've wanted to die so many times because of what's been going on with everything, with my health and everything, but I would never commit suicide. And I was just rededicated my life to the Lord. I got baptized, everything was going great in my life when this happened. There was no reason for it. Why would I commit suicide? And another thing, if I was committing suicide, why in the world would I go to the hospital? Why wouldn't I just die? Let myself die. So, yeah, they tried to put me away for 3 days, and I was like, come on. Secure team. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We need to pray for, the things that we need to know. I agree with that. And, the thing with my health is, I don't mind getting sick every once in a while, but it seems like I'm constantly sick. Something, or, not necessarily sick, but other things happen too. Sometimes my back goes out, whatever, some weird stuff happens. And I don't know. I can't explain it. And, well, yeah. That's why I stayed away from the doctors in Colorado the last 6 months, because I was afraid they were just going to say, oh, you're trying to commit suicide again, blah, blah, blah. They tried to get me to go to psychiatrists, and they kept calling me every day. Did you talk to the psychiatrist? Did you set up an appointment with a psychiatrist? Did you go to the psychiatrist yet? And I'm like, and after the first couple of times, I didn't answer the phone, and they would keep calling every day, and they finally gave up after like a month. Own higher self? No, I believe that Jesus will heal us, not ourselves, our own higher selves. I'm sorry. I 100% believe that my sickness is not doing it to myself. No. If that was true, then that means I would be constantly doing that to myself. No. I don't know. It's like I'm having really bad luck, if anything, if you want to call it bad luck. bad luck of getting these weird apartments that have problems. Now, back when I had all those problems, I was allergic to almost every single food. I was down to 6 foods that I could eat. Everything that I didn't eat before that I would start eating, I would become allergic to that too. And it was a constant thing. I was having almost like seizures from it. And I would bloat really bad. I would flush. My whole body would just be red, especially my face. And that's what's happening now too. If you look at my face, it's like there's like white patches in the middle of my cheeks and everything else is red. Yes, I know I'm allergic to something. And I think it's mold. It has to be mold or something in this air that I'm breathing in this apartment. It's just frustrating because I've been trying so hard to get healthy. And I left Colorado because I was worried that I was sick because of the fracking. And then I know I probably would have got sick with all the wildfires that came through. And then they had earthquakes. That little tiny town of 500 people. And they had 3 earthquakes. One was a 4.3. When I was in Colorado, though, there were a lot of the neighbors that did get sick. And some of the people complained that they thought it was also the fracking. And they went to the hospital, and guess what? There was one person I knew at the Family Dollar, and she said that she knew 2 people that lived in the same apartments I did, and they believed it was fracking that was making them sick, and they went to the doctor, and when they had to take a psych evaluation test too. And I was like, wow. Yeah, see, now, Killa, listen to this now. When I first moved in here, before I moved in here, they had it all set up so I could move in the first week. I was trying to get in by the first, but it, wound up being a little bit after. But then suddenly, I wanted to get a 2-bedroom if it's possible, so I have more room for my kids. And they said, okay, well, you need to make a little more money. I was like, okay, how much money do I need to make? They told me how much I was going to be making for my job. And they said, well, if you make $98 more, then you'll be able to qualify for a 2-bedroom. So I was like, okay, fine. So then I just told my boss, give me more hours. He put it in for, and they told me, she said, you probably only have to work like 10 hours and you'll be able to qualify for the 2-bedroom. So I wound up getting 25 hours, which is another thing that's not happening, but that's not my fault. They put it down. I was going to get 25 hours a week. Well, that should have been plenty. And then they said, nope, sorry, you needed to make, what was it, $800 more. So it was like I would have to make an extra $400 a month, and I would only clear 100 of it because they would raise my rent and everything. And then I would lose money on my food stamps and all that too. So, it's like, so then they said I don't qualify for it. So then I just took this 1-bedroom. Well, now then I had to go through all this stuff. Oh, wait, you got to do this now. You got to fill out more paperwork first. It's just a big wait. So it was 3 weeks went by. And then I finally moved in here. And the first thing that happens is we couldn't get in the door. That should have been a sign right there. We couldn't even unlock the door. Something was wrong with the door. I was like, really? Already? And they had to have the maintenance guy come, and they kind of almost forced it to open, and there was something wrong with the lock. It wasn't matching up right or something, and it still is hard. It catches, and it's a pain in the butt, but if you work with it, it works. I don't know. This has been going on for different stuff. Different stuff. But it's weird because the numbness is a worrisome sign, and it's weird. And I have lost strength in my right hand too. I can't do certain things that I could do before. It's like now my left hand, left hand is weak. My left hand is almost stronger than my right hand now, and my right hand is that's my that's my main hand, my main, I'm right-handed. So that's most of what I use. I don't use my left as much, so it's weaker, obviously. I don't know, but I don't know. For a while, I thought I was being experimented on, and when I was going in Colorado when the doctor stuff happened, but there was possible an explanation for that. I thought it was a fracking then too, but I always kept the windows shut all the time. But then at this one apartment I was in, the heater was really dirty. It had a lot of soot, and one morning I woke up and the whole house was just smoky everywhere, and I had to call the maintenance guy, and he came up and he said, "There's so much built up soot. You're lucky you didn't cause the fire, didn't burn the apartment down." And I thought maybe that could, but then once it got to spring, I wasn't using the heater no more, and wasn't having the air on, and I got better. And then I was good. I was good for like 6 months. Nothing went wrong, and then everything went bad again. I moved to the other new apartment, and it was, brand new remodeled one. Stand up and black out and fall down, blackout, or just like a little bit. Now that could be something else though, standing up. That doesn't happen to me, but sometimes like when you're sick or something, you stand up fast, you feel kind of dizzy. Yeah, I know that, but blacking out, that's terrible. I don't know. I'm just tired of being sick, and I'm constantly praying for healing. And there's lots of other people praying for me for healing. And I trust God. He's brought me through a lot, and I've had a lot of things go wrong, but I've always, gotten through things. But it just seems like it's a constant thing. I'm good for a little while, and then boom, I'm bad for a while. And I'm not talking just a couple of weeks. I'm talking months. When the food allergy thing happened, and I was having like almost the seizures. What's the epileptic? The anaphylactic shock. I was having anaphylactic shock all the time. Should have sued. Well, I don't know. That's another reason why I moved to the other apartment, to a newer apartment, because I was in an older apartment at the time. I don't know. I don't want to, like these people. I might have to sue these people because they don't want to help. And I asked them nicely if they would help me, offset, reimburse me some of the money that I lost from not being able to work and all these hospital bills that I've had, which is well over $1,500. And they said, well, we fixed the problem as soon as we found it. And that was their, that was it. They don't want to help me. And, if they don't think anything's wrong, they still haven't even fixed the garbage disposal yet. They said they were going to come back in a couple of days. It's been weeks already. I need to call them just about that because I can't run any water on the other side of the sink, or it will go straight down into, and into the wood, and then we're going to have mold again. So I can't run any water over there. I have to be careful not to. I don't know. Now I'm just talking about problems, but I need to get these problems fixed so I can move on with my life. It seems like there's always a problem, and I can't. Once I get over one hurdle, then there's another hurdle that comes up, and then I'm dealing with that, and I never get anywhere in life. Yeah, I know. And like the electromagnetics fields that can affect your DNA, and same with like the 5G can affect your DNA. I don't know. Right. I agree with that last one. We need love in our heart, but I don't know. I just want to be healthy again so I can do God's will. I feel like I'm when I'm sick and I'm, have to sleep and rest all the time, that I'm missing out on something, and I'm letting people down. I'm letting God down, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm not doing what I need to do. Yes, I know. I had a lot of problems from stress. Reason why I moved to Colorado in the first place. I always had really bad stress. Plus, I was way overweight, and uh, it was just constant stress too, and that's what it was. It was constant stress. There were so many factors playing into it that I was constantly stressed out so bad every day, all the time. And when I moved to Colorado, that was almost completely gone. The stress, and I mean, it was constant stress, constant, like hour to hour stress, not just here and there stuff, everyday stuff that was happening. And when I know God has plans, but I want to be able to do His will, and I feel like I'm being interfered from doing it. And if I have to constantly keep going to the doctor and I'm constantly sick and stuff, how can I get other stuff done? I'm constantly doing other things. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. And I just want to be healthy. I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of something always being wrong, and I miss big chunks. Like the last time when I was sick. Well, the time when I, with possibly the heater being all messed up, I missed 8 months of work. I mean, it was so bad when it happened. When it first happened, it was weird because the first day, I remember I worked, and then the next day I had off, and I was sneezing, and I mean sneezing like almost 24 hours. I'd have breaks here and there, but it was like the whole day I was just sneezing, sneezing, sneezing. And the very next day, I was so dizzy I couldn't stand. I was just so dizzy I couldn't do anything. All I could do was lay or sit down. I could not stand up at all. I was so dizzy, and I was dizzy for weeks. I couldn't do nothing. It was just mainly just sleeping in bed the whole time, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And none of the doctors could figure out what was wrong. And they thought I just had allergies. They had so many allergies. I had allergies. I have allergies like to pollen and dust and smoke and stuff like that. I'm allergic to. I'm really hypersensitive to chemicals. And then suddenly I'm allergic to sheep and horses and goats and all these weird animals I'm suddenly allergic to. And then all of a sudden I'm allergic to all these foods. And I couldn't understand that. And then I would go, to other doctors. They'd send me to other specialists. And then the doctor would say, well, we tested you and you're not allergic for this. Banana was one of the big things. Oh, I was super allergic to bananas. And so I stayed away from bananas. And then when I went and got tested somewhere else, you're not allergic to bananas. And most of these foods that you said, that they said you were allergic to, you're not allergic to those. So banana, oh, I can eat banana? Okay. So then I ate banana, and within a few hours, I was back in the hospital again. So I don't know. And when I was allergic, my throat would close up. It wouldn't close up all the way. I would flush, and you know how if you scratch your skin and a red mark comes up for a few seconds, mine would stay for hours. And they used to think I had mast cell activation syndrome. They thought I had lupus at one point. Just a plethora of different things that they kept saying, oh, you have this, now you have that, now you have this. And then I'm just doing it right now. I just scratched myself. I don't know. I used to bloat so bad. It would look like I gained 50 pounds in like less than 5 minutes. It's like, what? Yeah, I know exactly. Jesus is the only one that can help. And I know that. So I pray all the time for Jesus to heal me. And it's not a lack of faith. It's not a lack of faith at all. And I know we're supposed to always thank Jesus, thank God for everything, good and bad. We're supposed to rejoice even in our troubles and tribulations and pain and sorrow. And I do thank the Lord all the time, even though sometimes I don't know if I mean it. I mean it, but I don't know if I really believe it. I guess I don't know. Hi, Christine. What's up? I don't know. 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 I just want to be healthy so I can do God's will to the best of my ability. And I don't feel like I'm anywhere near that at all. I don't even feel I'm close to that. I feel sick all the time. I'm tired of being sick. I just want to do God's work. Videos, I would, if I had it the way I wanted it, and that's, it's not up to me, it's up to God. And I'll just do whatever God wants me to do. But I just feel like I can't do it. I'm always sick all the time. Something wrong with me. And if you guys have been around for a while and seen all the stuff I've gone through, you're like, geez, how does any one person go through that much stuff? I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm getting tired. It's only 12. Right? I'm always true. God knows my heart, and He knows that I'm true. So I have no problem with that. I'm honest. I'm humble. And I try my hardest. I really do. And I'll tell you one thing, this last year and a half, about a year and a half now, not quite, a year and a half, when I rededicated my life, got baptized, I am closer to God than I've ever been. Even when I was a strong Christian through my childhood and teens, I was strong then, but I think I'm even stronger in the Lord and closer to the Lord than I've ever been. And now I'm having even more problems. I mean, I've had a lot of problems too before I got rededicated too, but there's been a lot of stuff happening just in the last year. I don't know, but anyway, I think I should stop. I've been wasting time doing this when I could be researching other stuff. There's so many videos I need to watch that I told people I would watch for some on their channels and stuff. And that's what I was going to do though before. Remember when I had the brain freeze? I was going to tell everybody to watch the Two Witnesses video and tell me what you think about it. Yeah, I know I need to rest. And tomorrow I'm going to start out with a new day. Hopefully I'll be stronger. If not, I'm going to go to the doctor and I'm going to get the health department involved. And worse, especially since I'm in my fingers and toes. That's got to mean something. But okay. There's this video that this guy put out about the two witnesses and who he thinks the two witnesses could be. And I need to watch it again because it's I watched it when I was kind of tired and distracted. I paid attention to most. And I was like, wow, I never heard it that way. And maybe he's onto something. So I'm going to go over here and show it to you. I'm not going to show you the video. I'm just going to show you the link or what to look for. Why does it look all goofy now? Trying to scroll. Ah, you suck. Sometimes I just want to smash something. Can you just please scroll down? Scroll down. Scroll down. Don't click on nothing. I love the video I did. Demonetized, asked for a review, and then they monetized it, and then they came back and demonetized it again. There it is. God's Power Coming, the Two Witnesses movie, AOC Network. Check that out. I mean, it's really super long, but it's very interesting, and I want to know if anybody else, what they think about this, because I don't know. I think this could be something, and if it is, then it changes things kind of. So I know it's long though. That's the only thing is it's really long, but it's interesting, and I couldn't stop listening to it. And usually, you know, I'm so far behind on things, I'll just watch little bits and pieces of videos because I don't have time. There's so much stuff out there. There's so much information. Just information overload. But if you have time, check that out. Oh, and then I got to put those videos up at least to start uploading. So I'm going to upload these videos that I took tonight, compare it with at 2:10 in the morning. Now it's been 22 hours. The moon has moved to like 100 degrees in 22 hours. Thank you. That makes my heart. It's awesome. And that's the main reason for my channel, is to help people see what's going on so that they can be stronger in Jesus, and some people turn to Jesus. So, you know, that's the whole thing, is I'm trying to show things, and I've had many times where people lie, or you're a scam, you're trying to deceive people, you're trying to steer them the wrong way, you're trying to lead people to hell. And, you know, that's the farthest thing. I'm trying to help people seek God and Jesus and, you know, be saved, and so they can escape what's coming, the wrath of God that's coming. I can give mine to this group if you guys want. What's that? Discord to chat. Discord to chat. Yeah. I know, Christine. I know. I do. I really do. I mean, I still had a lot of problems even when I always believed, but you know, I'm stronger now, and you know, before I was doing too much of the worldly things, you know, secular things. So yeah. Yeah. Eric, thank you for coming on, and thank everybody again for coming on. And if you came in late, just please watch the first 5 minutes of this video. It shows the total, the moon position, and how totally off it went from just not even a day. 100 degrees difference. I'm not positive, maybe 90, whatever, but it's moved so far in one day. And to me, it looks like it's moved. I'm going to take one last quick look outside. It started out about 20 degrees to the north of the blinking tower that I always use as a landmark. And now it is, holy moly, it is Maybe this thing is moving. Why is it doing that, though? And now it's way up high. Holy crap. There's some weird formations in the clouds. It looks like demons. I got some of that in my other videos where there's faces. Gives me a weird feeling. But okay, the position's got to be like 20 degrees to the south. So now it's moved 40 degrees in 4 hours, when it's only supposed to move like 10, 13 degrees, whatever, in a whole day. All I can say is look for themselves. Go outside. Look where, get a landmark. Find a spot in where you're looking and watch where it's supposed to be. And then look and see where it's, afterwards. So, I mean, it's obvious to me. And in 3 weeks' times, I can say it's moved like 150 to 180 degrees. And that's insane to me. And I know some people say it's normal. Look it up on Google. I don't trust Google. But anyway, I guess that's it. I feel like I went on a tangent again, but I was just trying to prove a point that the moon is just so far out of position. We must be in some kind of a tilt. Maybe there's going to be some earthquakes. Something's going to happen, because how can it be that far off? Quick look at the quakes. The fire update. And nothing else. Refresh this one. And I don't know if the Schumann resonance has any relation to earthquakes. Excuse me. It's pretty much just been sleeping all day. Work has to jump all over the place. Why is it doing that? All right, it doesn't look like any more big spike happened. But thanks for putting up with me for all this time. What's going on? A lot of stuff that needs to be done. And I need to get those prepped videos out. I'm going to go back, and then the most important thing, which I've already did a video about, is we have to be prepared spiritually. So, you have to be saved. You have to repent of your sins. You have to accept Jesus into your life. And you have to be living for Jesus. Free chat room. That's fine. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but that's fine. If everybody wants to go there, that's fine. I'm going to get ready to go to bed anyway, so I got to get some rest. I don't feel good. I'll be praying for you guys. Please pray for me. And God bless everybody. I hope everybody has a great week coming up. And just give Jesus thank you for everything he's doing in your life. And trust in him. 100% control to him. Ask for the full armor of God. We're going to need it. And I'm hoping that what this guy was talking about with the 2 witnesses video, if that's true, then God will be protecting us and God will give us strength. And then I won't have to worry about being sick anymore. Sorry, I'm riding on drive. Please don't text and drive. Be safe. Oh. Anyway, thanks again for everybody. Love every one of you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. And I appreciate and thank everyone for praying for me. I know I'll be fine. It's just, I just don't. I feel like I'm wasting time though. I mean, being sick is wasting time, and I'm missing out on serving the Lord and doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, which is being the watchman and signs and everything. I feel like I can't do that when I'm sick all the time. Thank you. I know I'm going to be fine, but I want to be fine now so I can keep, so I can continue doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So if I will be fine, please pray that I'll be fine soon so I can get back to doing what I was doing. I was expecting to do a lot more when I got here to Iowa from what I was doing in Colorado. I was doing a lot more in Colorado than I am here, and it's sad because I thought, this was going to be more. Can't wait to see your face next time. Okay. Dear Lord Jesus, I thank you for everyone here tonight. And I thank you for all the wonderful people with all their prayers and well wishes. And please bless each and every one of them. And if there's anyone, not just me, but please, Lord Jesus, heal me also. And I have faith that you will heal me. And I have faith that you will heal anybody else that asks for healing. In your name, Jesus, I pray this. And I just pray that we can get better so we can serve you to the best of our abilities. I'm sick all the time, and at 50%, I want to serve you with 100% of everything that I have. My being, my spirit, everything. Lord Jesus, please, that's what I want. And I want everybody to be able to do the same. Please, Lord Jesus, let us be healthy to serve you. In your name, amen. God's love. And God does do a lot of things. And, I put a lot of it in there. God does things in mysterious ways. And he's always doing miracles. I believe that he's done a lot of miracles in my life. I really, truly believe that. But I just want to be healed. I want to be healed so I can do more things for him and show people more stuff. I don't know. I just want the main thing is I just want people to be able to hear of God's love. I want people to hear of God's salvation. I want people to see the signs so they can realize that they need to turn to God. Amen to that. I've just been going through a lot of darkness lately. I'm complaining too about it. And I try not to. I really do. I try not to complain, but and I don't know. I do a little bit here and there, and I don't mean to. I just want to be. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. Roger Paul called me yesterday. I don't know if you know Roger Paul. He's over in Ohio. He does some really good videos about Planet X and all the iron oxide in the clouds and everything, and you can see objects there. I mean, does a lot of similar stuff that I do, and his wife and I've been watching some of his videos here and there, and when I found out, I was praying for her, and I kept meaning to tell him, sending a message, and then he called me yesterday, and I was really sick and I was just, okay, I'll call him after I take a nap, and then I forgot, and I feel so bad now. I need to call him again. Was that today or yesterday? I can't even remember now. Was it today? It was today, was it? I've just been sleeping so much, I'm losing track of time. If that was true, my inner thoughts, I would be healthy as a horse. Because I have good inner thoughts. And sure, once I get sick, then I'm like, yeah, things. But I think a lot of positive thoughts all the time to try to get myself healthy. Because I know some of it is part of that, how you think. And you can't, but, some of this is just really beyond me because I don't know. I have so much faith. Well, let's hope I can heal one night. And I know I shouldn't. That's why I said hope. Let's not hope. Let's believe. Let's believe I'm going to get healthy in one night. Even if I got healthy in one night, am I going to get sick again? Because if there is a problem in my apartment where I'm breathing in something, it's just going to reoccur again. Unless Jesus just takes. That's what we should be praying for. Not my health, but praying for riddance of all mold and all contaminants in my apartment. Please say a prayer for that. Please say a prayer for that. Instead of, well, I mean, it's good to pray for my health too, but maybe because I've had days where I felt really good and then suddenly I'd feel sick again. And it's always sudden too. Like today, it was sudden. I felt really good when I woke up for a couple hours, and then all of a sudden, bam! It was like it hit me really hard, fast, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go lay down." And then I was like, ugh. That was, I think, when Roger Paul called. I got it back. I really do. But yes, I have faith. I have faith. But maybe we should be praying to get rid of the mold. You know, it reminds me of when me and Bob, when we left Colorado, when we were leaving, I stopped off at the church and talked to the pastor and the pastor, and to pray for a safe trip, that the truck would make it through, safe trip and everything. And then the truck was fine, but the tow dolly had so many problems, and of course the tire blowout and all that crap that happened from that, and then it just went on and on. But then I was like, we didn't pray over the tow dolly. All we prayed over was for the truck to be safe and that we would be safe. And we were safe. We were safe and the truck was safe. But maybe we didn't pray for the right thing. So maybe we should pray that Jesus will remove all mold, any contaminants, whatever is causing my problems to be gone. And then my health will improve just because of that. So let's pray over that, please. Please, Lord Jesus. Please, Lord Jesus, if there's something in this apartment that is causing me sickness, that is causing me my numbness, please, Lord Jesus, just take it away. Kill whatever it is and just rid this place of this contaminant so I can be healthy again. Please, amen. That's what the Holy Spirit kind of feels like. When I feel the Holy Spirit, it's like a warm feeling that just goes all the way, like a waves through my body. And I wouldn't say so much as goosebumps, but yeah, I do feel like goosebumps too, but it's more like heated goosebumps, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go to bed. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. Well, it's not even that early no more. And I try to get a good night's sleep, get up in the morning, and I'm going to try to tackle everything. There's so much I got to do. But you know what? I'm going to start out with a prayer. I'm going to start out with reading some of the Bible. I can finish reading Corinthians. And then I need to tackle the videos. And then I need to go, my videos, get some of my videos up. And then I got to go through other people's videos and answer some people's comments and emails and pictures and videos. I am so far behind on everything. I feel bad that, I tell people I'm going to do something. And then, like today, I felt so good. I was like, I'm going to get away. I'm going to watch your videos today. I'm going to, there's this one person who sent pictures and videos. I told her, I looked at them and I wanted to comment on them, but I knew that it was going to take a little while to comment because there's a lot of stuff, and I wanted to go into detail of what she got because she got some amazing stuff. And I told her I was going to do it today, and then now look at everything that happened today. So I just feel so bad that I didn't get done what I wanted to get done today. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to have faith that everything is going to work out, and I know everything is going to work out. I have faith about that. It's just I guess I don't have faith of when it's going to work out. And each day that goes by, I always feel like that's a day closer to Jesus' return, and I mean it is, but I mean if we're really super close, I don't want to miss out on something and miss that chance to put that video out that might help somebody. So that's my whole thing. All right. Thanks again, everybody. I love you guys so much. There's only now. True. But, there's still tomorrow, too. And I'm taking this Alka-Seltzer stuff. Hopefully it does help me. It makes me feel a little bit better, but it doesn't last that long. All right. Sorry to drag you on this long video show. But thank you, guys. All right. I will have faith that I will be healed overnight. I'm going to have faith in Jesus to heal me tonight. But it's not so much healing me as in also healing what is wrong with this place, wrong with this apartment. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I love you guys. God bless everybody. Believe it okay, I will. I will honestly try my hardest to believe that. Thank you. Thank you for that. God bless everybody. I love you. Have a great week. I know. And listen to what I'm saying. I just hope that I can have enough faith to believe what I'm saying and what I'm praying. That's and I will believe as much as I possibly can. And I'll put it all to Jesus. Jesus, you have 100% control of it. I'm saying it right now. Jesus, you have control and heal me. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.